Ladies and gents, we go again. The time is 2:30 a.m. here in Cheltenham. Again, I'm just about to catch the National Express it's early coach down to Heathrow as we make our way to Germany, and this time, for the very first time, Holland as well, on an exciting trip here for the YouTube channel. So here we go, hit that like button, and let's crack on, let's go.
I don't know why, it doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind, I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. So unreal, didn't look out below. Watch the time go right.
Okay then guys, so this one is a special one for me. Now I know that you know I am a VfL Bochum fan, but the very first weekend we came to Germany over a year ago now. It was the end of the season before last, and we had the privilege of seeing some incredible games. One of those games being the time Alemannia Aachen actually lost 2-1 to Bochum, but it was that game where we pitch invaded. It was that game where Alemannia Aachen went up from Regional Liga West to the Dritte Liga. As a reminder, if you didn't know already, their story is quite a unique one, because today we're calling this possibly one of the best stadiums in Germany's third division, but it was partly, maybe I should use that term loosely, down to that stadium as to why they faced financial trouble and spent over a decade stuck in Germany's regional fourth division. Of course, they survived last year, and they're going to hope to build upon that list this year in the Dritte Liga. Today, they are playing Hoffenheim II. It's bad enough playing Hoffenheim 1, so I'm very interested to see the support Hoffenheim bring. But as a reminder, as I head over to the stadium now to catch some shots, to try the bratwurst and maybe one beer, because we've got plenty of time before we're driving off to Holland later on tonight, we'll do a bit of a taste test. By the way, what a beautiful sunny day. I can hear the noise of the Ultras in the background. And again, unlike last time, I've learned a lot about the Ultras culture, so we will try and be respectful, of course. So again, going back to that respectful point, I've come to the side because the Ultras are making their way down the road. They're going to come this way. We've got the Tivoli over there. If I remember correctly, the Ultras go in this corner, possibly. I remember there being pyro. They're chatting about Dietmar Hopp, obviously the controversial owner of TSG Hoffenheim. People always ask me, why do I get the football stadium so early? When you come to Germany, the fans arrive at the stadium a lot earlier. And again, if I'd come later, I'd have missed something really special like this. It's such a hard balance because I want to show you the positives of German football. I know they were singing about Dietmar Hopp and Scheiser and so on, but within reason. They're chanting about what football stands for, the fundamentals that often Hoffenheim come under criticism for. The sirens are going. Let's go and get that bratwurst. So there's always that awkward feeling now. Obviously, I've adopted my club, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm still adamant on exploring Germany and fully immersing myself in the football culture from each and every club and stadium we visit. So every time we visit a new stadium this year, I'm either going to buy a scarf like this, a shawl, or an item from the club shop. And last week in Darmstadt, we got the pendant thing. When we were in Sandhausen, I also had a shawl. So again, I don't mean any disrespect, but I think considering the fact that they're playing in the Dritte Liga, they're no direct competition to VfL at the moment, we're going to really get behind Aachen today. And I think most Germans like to cheer the team who's going up against Hoffenheim, albeit Hoffenheim II. Now, let's just mention the Ultras one more time. By the way, I've still not had my Bratwurst or beer. I got sidetracked in a club shop, as you saw, and I've got the scarf on. But a lot of people do criticise some of the Ultra groups from Aachen for being far right. They're not the sort of fans you want to go up and film, Ultras, should I say, that you want to piss off, because they have got a reputation. They're almost a little bit, again, I don't want to offend anyone. I get the feeling that they're often regarded in many ways to how a lot of former DDR clubs are regarded. Even though we're completely on the west, very close to the Netherlands, I feel like the fan culture has a little bit of an Eastern feel to it. Maybe that's the same. It's the same in England. We all speak like farmers, whether we're far towards Wales on the west or whether we're the other side on the east. I'm going off on a tangent now. I clearly need my Bratwurst. I clearly need one beer, and I don't actually know what a local Aachen beer would be. So let's go and investigate. And yeah. I don't know if you can see behind me, all the beer stands still have the shutters down. There's a lot of thirsty Aachen people around here. Some of them are queuing already. I've just asked somebody as well, what's your kind of traditional beer? They couldn't really tell me an exact one, but they said go with Pils, not the, is it Helles? We were moaning about the one in Darmstadt being a little bit wheaty. Right guys, I queued up in a queue that didn't do Bratwurst, so we have Brockwurst, and if you're wondering what the difference is, they're kind of what we call Frankfurters back home. So what I'll do, at Habsite, I'll get in the right queue and I'll review a Bratwurst as well. But this isn't actually our seats, even though they are really good seats. We are row 1, seat 1, somewhere over there. Okay, like many of the stadiums, they've outsourced their beer. So we have Bitburger. It's kind of a standard beer you'd find in German football stadiums. The Bockwurst and the beer cost me €12 here at the new Tivoli. Prost. Any beer is better than English beer anyway, so what even is English beer? Ladies and gents, what has the channel come to? Here I am in a toilet cubicle, but I thought I would give you a little review of the beer. It is a little bit flat. I did just post a picture on Instagram and some of you said, that looks flat. A little bit of a flat beer, but as we're not here with Archie today, he will be returning tomorrow. I've got some Archie facts for you. Now, we mentioned about some of that volatile recent history with Alemannia Aachen. Now, if we look at Wikipedia, most recently they spent, the last time they were in the Bundesliga was a 2006-2007 season. They only spent 1 year. They finished second from bottom, 17th, and of course were relegated. From the 2013-2014 season, as I said earlier on, they stayed in Regionalliga West, the fourth tier of German football. It wasn't until the 24-25 season, and we fortunately got to see that they got promoted to where they currently are, the Dritte Liga. Correct me if I'm wrong, they have spent another season in the Bundesliga all the way back in 1969/70, but apart from that, they've pretty much sat in the Zweite Bundesliga, Germany's second division. So hopefully, they can get promoted this year, get back to the Zweite Bundesliga. And you've seen the crowd, you've seen the Ultras, you've seen the beautiful stadium. This is definitely a club worthy of second division football, at least.
Familie bestimmt. Ja.
Oh my God!
Guys, on Moose seat again. I thought that Aachen were dead and buried when it went to 3-1. The penalty is brought it to 3-2. They've got a new lease of life and they're on the attack. Oh. When I first started watching German football, I thought it was perfect. I thought that in comparison to the Premier League, to the money, how everything orientates around money in England, I thought Germany had really found the winning formula. But today especially really highlights the struggles German clubs have, not just in the Bundesliga. Everybody wants to slag off Hoffenheim, the first team, Wolfsburg, Leverkusen, and of course RB Leipzig. But this is evident that a club rich in tradition, history in Alemannia Aachen, who again we've mentioned already, faced so much financial uncertainty and paid the price for a number of years. Hoffenheim II are a newly promoted club who were playing in the Liga Südwest last year, the 4th division. They've come straight up. They have the benefit of using the first team squad, or essentially it's the same as in England if we were to loan out players to get experience. Hoffenheim can just send them to their second team. The weapons they're using, the tools they're using are a lot sharper than those of clubs like Alemannia Aachen, for example. Again, 18 months after fully immersing myself in German football, I'm starting to ask myself questions. I'm starting to raise the question, is it really perfect? And as Hoffenheim are on the attack, this could get worse for Aachen. It's all kicking off, guys. Alemannia Aachen have had a player sent off, second yellow. It looked like an accident to me, it looked like he slipped. Really, really hotting up. And don't be fooled by the sheer amount of empty seats today. Obviously last time we were over there by what was the away standing terrace in the corner. Obviously Hoffenheim don't have many fans. There's merely, I've counted about 12, a dozen, over there, the other side of the corner. This is third division German football, and this is over 30,000 in capacity. So a wild guess would be today we've got about half that, about 15,000. But of course, when they play, for example, 1860 Munich in 2 weeks' time with a massive fan base, that'll be completely full. And obviously the attendance will be higher in the home end as well. Well, ladies and gents, it's not like me to miss a goal, is it? I miss most of the goals on the channel, but maybe it's not such a bad thing because that's the fourth. Alemannia Aachen 2, Hoffenheim 2, 4, if that makes sense. Well then guys, to conclude, I came to this stadium, this beautiful stadium next to me, hopefully talking about all the good things that this beautiful stadium has brought to Alemannia Aachen. But as we look behind us, as gorgeous as it looks, when you're 4-2 down to Hoffenheim 2, a club who have literally just brought 12 fans, it does make you think twice